It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Jim McCann, the founder of 1-800-Flowers, transformed a small flower shop into a billion-dollar empire. We can all learn from Jim McCann. Now, Jim McCann's journey started in Queens, where he was a young husband and father searching for a way just to provide for his family. His first job was in social services, where he worked for 14 years, working with teenage boys, helping them be better. And although it was rewarding, it wasn't financially sustainable. So Jim's story starts with a problem many of us face: finding the right path to success. This led him to explore other opportunities, and he stumbled upon a flower shop that he could purchase from the profits of a building that he had sold. Now, Jim didn't just want to run a flower shop. He wanted to grow it and have a very successful, sustainable business. So he balanced his full-time job with running a flower shop, and he reinvested every dollar he could back into the business. This required a lot of hard work and smart decision making. Now, here's one interesting fact about Jim's journey on how he embraced new trends. From adopting the 1-800 number early to venturing into online ordering and social media, Jim McCann consistently experimented with new trends to stay ahead of the game and give his customers what they needed. So he was willing to adapt. He was willing to evolve. He was willing to make technology, especially his sales strategies, a key part of his success. Now, Jim's approach to sales strategy plays a significant role in business growth. By investing in online ordering early and transform the 1-800-Flowers number into a household name, he continued to explore new ways to connect with customers, such as conventional commerce. Now, conversational commerce is pretty cool. It's new, but his ability to be a part of the trend, adapted in his sales strategies, have the sales leadership, allowed his business to grow to a billion-dollar business that it is today. So what's my big takeaway for you as a CEO? By focusing on customer relations and staying ahead and up to date on trends, then your sales strategies will be in line to your customers' needs. You'll be able to serve them faster. You'll be able to serve them better and to achieve the success you've always looked like. So Jim consistently reinvested in his sales system. Put that down in your notes. And in doing so, he's the billion-dollar business as he is today. You do that super sexy sales system and invest in your sales strategies, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. Every morning when we get started the exact same way. We love to share our mantra. And our mantra is important because you might have a mantra every single morning when you get up. Maybe when you get out to bed, you say your prayers. Maybe you say your appreciation. Maybe you have a gratitude journal. Maybe you reach over to the person next to you and say, hey, I appreciate you. Whatever it is, our mantra every single morning we get up as a CEO is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why? Because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. So without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. Repeat after me. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Repeat after me. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Now, every morning we also, after we get off our mantra, we go into our mantra. And we have a pledge that we do every single morning. And our pledge every single morning is learn, earn, and return. So I think every morning as a CEO, as you get up, you need to have a pledge. Something you're going to pledge to the sales organization. I'm not saying for your whole company, just for the sales department or the sales organization. And it is, as a CEO, I will learn, earn, and return. Repeat after me these words. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from existing clients, in order to get old and new clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. We have 3 objectives every single morning we get together. 3 objectives. Our number 1 objective is to focus on our sales progress. So we're looking at, okay, how's the sales coming along? You're going to check it in just a moment. We're going to have the CEO sales dashboard. I can't wait. Number 2, to address any roadblocks that are out there. So we know every single morning we get up there, roadblocks, things are going to be perfect. just like this case study we just did this morning. It's not going to be perfect. And number 3, to step back and remind ourselves, and I love to share it every morning, of the 5 sales pillars, because there's only 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to grow and be profitable. Number 1, a CEO sales plan. You should have a 1-page CEO sales plan. If you don't have that, go over to www.ceosalesplan.com. You can download that now. Just go ahead and download that right now, 1 page. Number 2, our sales cycle. What's the cycle? We just did a case study on that today, that the customer goes through from the moment they arrive all the way until the end where they decide to convert. So we connect with them, we communicate with them. At the end, they're able to convert with us. And then number 3 is our sales messaging. What's the message that we have from the sales organization, from the sales department, directly to our ideal client? Sales drives marketing. Marketing never drives sales. And number 4 is the sales indicators. So we got a dashboard. We're going to measure, we're going to manage, and it will get better. So what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. We've got those indicators that we'll check in with in a few moments. And then last, the sales team. At the end of the day, we need a sales team that's going to allow us to help us get to where we want to get to. Now, as you're showing up every morning, some of you are here every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate every single one of you. When you're out there, if you're looking below the video, look below the video. Let's connect. I'd love to tune in with you. Look below the video and put hashtag I'm here. Now, hashtag I'm here as a CEO. It means you're gathering with other CEOs, other like-minded folks who take 15 minutes a day just to focus on their sales organization. Just put hashtag I'm here. I know it sounds silly, but you can see me and I can't see you. Number 2 is those folks that are watching the replay. We appreciate you. Just because you can't be here at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's cool. We understand that. Put hashtag replay. Hashtag replay. Gosh, I love to connect with you, by the way. And those folks that are online, you're on the on-demand streaming platforms. Maybe you download the podcast. Maybe right now you're watching on Roku. Shout out to all the Roku folks out there. Or maybe Amazon or Apple TV. We appreciate every single one of you. You're just watching even on social media somewhere. Do me a favor. Go over to @IamShayBrown. Drop me a comment. Drop me a DM. Let me know you're in the conversation. Or share a comment on how we can provide even more value to you for where you are. Because CEO Sales Huddle is a place that CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So you're going to sell anyway. Okay, we already know that. You're a CEO. It's what you do. You're going to sell anyway. But the whole goal is to sell more faster. We have 3 big whys. Now, we have 1 big why, but it's combined to 3 areas. Sales growth. That's why you're here. That's why you show up. And as a CEO, that's your number 1 responsibility. Number 2, accountability. And number 3 is consistency. Now, how often do we get together? How much time do you need when you show up? 15 minutes. We only ask for 15 minutes. There's 1,440 minutes in every single day. We just ask for 15 minutes every single day for you and I to connect. And our number 1 outcome remains consistent. And that is a $100,000 plus a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. So we're going to get down to the most important part. Or second most important part we do every single morning. And that is the CEO Sales Dashboard. Now, the CEO Sales Dashboard was created because folks had a problem. Hey, Jay, I'm curious. What should I be focused on as a CEO? I mean, I get it intellectually, but you sitting over in the chief sales officer spot, I've never spoken to anyone at your level ever in my life. I'm curious. What should I focus on? You know, my answer always was 5 components. There's 5 components you should be measuring, you should be following, and any one of these will explode your business. Together, it's just unfair. It's just not even fair. Let's look at those 5 components. Now, if you haven't downloaded the CEO Sales Dashboard, it's no cost. It's free. It's our gift back to you. You may have never even had this in your sales department. Isn't that kind of crazy? But you have it now because you're here. Go over to ceosaleshuddle.com, ceosaleshuddle.com, and you can download it right now at no cost. Just go to ceosaleshuddle.com, follow the instructions. That's the most important part, by the way, that you follow the instructions. And then once you follow the instructions, you'll see the CEO Sales Dashboard. Now, inside the CEO Sales Dashboard, we have 5 main components. Now, today, you can go over there and you can scroll down the side. We got leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. I want you to focus on today and just zero in on appointments. And I want you to subscribe to the school of thought that nothing happens without an appointment. So you're going to go all the way across the top. I want you to find today's date. No, do it now. Some of you have already done this, right? You show up because you've already done it and you like to tune in. You take this 15 minutes a day very, very seriously. At least I do. And you're here. So go over there, come all the way down to appointments and plug in how many appointments are set on your calendar or for your team yesterday. And then how many appointments did they run yesterday? Now, the reason we're doing this is we're tuning in is because we recognize this one philosophy. And, as a CEO, you always have philosophies, I believe, that drive the sales organization. I'm not concerned about the rest of the business right now. We're just looking at the sales organization, which is the number one way that you generate revenue in a business. It's the only way you generate revenue. And our philosophy is what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. You're not going to be blown away by that. You're not going to jump up and start shouting and screaming and liking and commenting and all that. But I want you to hear me. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So I want you to go over and I want you just to look at appointments today. Now, you can look at all the other categories. I get it. And you can do that. But today, just look at appointments. And we're going to do just a quick, maybe quick deep dive in just appointments. There are a couple of categories you can look at. Number one, how many appointments were set? How many were run? Put those numbers in right now. Seriously, like do that now. And then I don't care if you have to hire an assistant to do this, to be honest with you. It doesn't matter to me if you do it yourself. It doesn't matter if you outsource it. Get it done. Every morning, show up and make one commitment. Your CEO sales dashboard will be completed when you show up. If you want to email it to me, some of you send me your links. That's kind of cool. I'll be your accountability partner. There's no cost. There's no credit card. There's no Zelly. There's no Cash App. There's no wire payment. It's just me and you working together to serve the people you were called to serve, but you need revenue to purchase the resources in order to do that. And sales is the only way, because selling is the oxygen for every great business in history. And you're here. So we got one-to-one. How many appointments were set where they just meeting with someone? It's a one-to-one, face-to-face, over the phone, doesn't matter. How many appointments are set where it's one-to-many? Maybe they're speaking one-to-many folks, by the way. Maybe set an appointment up, and I just had one like that. We have those at least hopefully once a day. I try to. It's a collaboration appointment. That means I'm meeting with someone just to talk about how to collaborate. How can we work together? Yeah, I get it. Some people say, well, Shay, that doesn't always work for me. It's okay. Everyone's not going to be the same level of collaborator. But the good news is you're out there focused on collaborating. And then maybe an appointment just to pass along referrals. You don't have to be the answer to all your clients' problems. It's just as profitable to be the bridge. It really is. Let's go look at now celebrate wins. And one of the things I like to do is when we do the CEO Sales Huddle, it's not just about, what did you do? What didn't you do? You need to do it, get better. No, we celebrate what's working. We acknowledge ourselves for the champion that we are, for the winner that we are. So let's take a moment. Powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So we're going to focus on 3 questions. Number 1, what are you most proud of for the sales organization? You look back on yesterday's results. You look back on the last week results. What are you most proud of? Number 2, what was your biggest accomplishment? If you can go back and look on just yesterday, what's the biggest accomplishment you feel as a CEO for the sales organization? And number 3, what do you want to brag about? You're just so excited. You just can't wait to brag on the sales organization. They're doing such a great job. Yay. Let's brag on them. And then how do you overcome any hurdles? Like seriously, there are hurdles out there. And we know that. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So we're not going to just be focused on the wins. We're going to be focused on what are some of the challenges you have. So I want you to step back. What's your biggest roadblock today? What's preventing you today from moving forward? What was your biggest roadblock yesterday? I guess that's 4 questions, but it should be what was your biggest roadblock yesterday? What's preventing you today? And then last, what's the one thing that you can do as a CEO that you can control that can help move the business forward? It moves the needle forward. My message of the day. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. Make a decision today that you're not going to worry about the results. Results take as long as results take. And sometimes you get paid today, and sometimes you get paid tomorrow. But when you focus on the results, you focus on the actions, you will always get the results. So focus on the actions of measuring, focus on the actions of generating leads, focus on the actions of setting appointments, focus on the actions of sharing how you solve problems. Focus on the actions, not just the results. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, thanks for joining in. I want you to know that you're an amazing CEO. You're a successful CEO. You're an incredible CEO. You're a game changer CEO. You're the type of CEO that only believes the world can be a better place, but you're doing something about it. So I acknowledge you for the champion that you are, for the winner that you are. I know it sounds so fluffy, huffy, puffy, but it's so important, the work that you do in the world. So thank you for all you're doing. With that being said, my name, by the way, hasn't changed. It's still Che Brown, the host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone, and we'll make some good things how we connect again next time. God bless, and keep doing God's work. I'll see you on the other side. Peace.